Now, at least 59 people have died in KwaZulu-Natal as floods continue to wreak havoc in the province. Homes, cars, roads and bridges have been all damaged. President Cyril Ramaphosa is there assessing the damage and meeting officials in the province. eNCA's KZN Floods is covering that story. Fasten joins us now. KZN, I understand you are particularly at Reservoir Hills. What is the latest there?
Well, you would have thought that I would have shown you all of the damage that has been caused across Durban, but some of it is really going to take longer to repair. Take a look at this. This is near the M19 in Reservoir Hills. Not long ago, all of this was actually much higher than this. It was just off to the side of the road. It's all collapsed now. It's near an informal settlement that's down here. You'll see that a significant amount of this land has now collapsed, and it's right next to a river. You'll see some of the residents over on the other side that are trying to do some washing. It's quite it's quite extraordinary to see what's happened here. In the past, this informal settlement has also been affected by this, based on the location of where these shacks are. So in previous floods, there were homes that were washed away here. There were people that had gone missing. We're still waiting for a comprehensive update on exactly how many people are affected here. And if you look off to the right, this is also one of the main roads here that leads up to the University of KwaZulu-Natal. This road was all but completely blocked off, and with resources being so stretched, many of the community members had to get together to try to clear it out to allow some of the traffic to pass. So they are able to do that now, but it's still there's still a lot of debris on the road. I'm going to bring in now Ish Prahlad, who's from the area. Ish, I know that yourself, as well as many other people, were involved in clearing up the space. What did it take? And at the time, I mean, did you get any assistance from authorities?
No assistance from authorities at all. We branded in all the businessmen like Henry's Trucking, Ashwin's Trucking, the hardware store, and the businessmen branded in. I called them in. I said, guys, we cannot get out of Reservoir Hills. We blocked in. So they said, no problem, Ish. We are prepared to help. The trucks were here. We had bobcats. We cleared all the roads. We cleared everything except Pamro's place is locked in. The residents are locked in. Now I'm going to try to get trucks in to unload the side of the river to make a driveway for the people. We have had no help from the authorities. We have been shunned. And I think this is not fair as rate-paying citizens that we are being shunned now, because nobody phoned us, nobody came to us to tell us, guys, are you okay? We had mudslides. We had people locked into their houses. They could not get out. We did all that. We brought in our own trucks. Our own businessmen helped us. This is not on. When we have a disaster management has to have a plan. And up till today, we haven't had water for 24 hours. We haven't had electricity for 24 hours. Every time we phone in, we are choked. We have no manpower. We will come to you, but we will come to you when? When everybody's dead. This is not on. I think it's time now. The municipality, disaster management, all these guys need to come to the party now.
Currently, what are the reports that you're getting in terms of missing people that may have passed away in this broader area? I mean, this is a big community. Okay. You've got the formal side, you've got the informal side. There are lots of people living here.
Okay, at the present moment, there's the actual fatalities are about 5, right? But we found a body yesterday on the river, which we're getting them to remove. But we haven't got the full feedback of the number of deaths. But they are much more than that. Because Annette Drive, there's a river going through that informal, and it was bad. So the shacks were demolished by the floods, but we don't know the true death.
So what is the priority now? You mentioned that there's an area where people are blocked off. How many people are affected in that space? And will you be able to assist to get them out soon?
Okay, there's about 12 to 15 houses that are blocked in. Residents cannot come out. I've spoken to the local truck owners and to bring in all their stuff and whatever to put on the side of the river so we can make a driveway to come out.
Okay. Well, all the best with that. Hopefully we'll be able to check how that progress is made there to try and help those people. But I can tell you for now that this is going to really affect the residents here for quite a long time. The municipality has warned that services will be affected. The issue of water, that's affecting many people across Durban right now. Even myself, I woke up and we found that there was no water already from last night, and that is something that is as a direct result of the floods affecting one of the main supply pipes into the Durban Heights waterworks.
No, absolutely devastating, Dessen. But then when we go to those residents that we see behind you that are going on with their daily duties and washing laundry, have any of them lost any of their materials, or even I see just one shack behind you that was demolished? Any others that have been actually destroyed?
Well, from our preliminary conversations, we see that some of those that were closest to the water, those were the ones that were affected the most. And as I've mentioned before, it's not the first time they have been affected before as well. Even here, just at the borderline beyond where you can see now, it's those homes where the families have lost belongings. And it's a very tragic situation considering how little many of the residents here already have. And when these floods come, they lose not just their material belongings. We find that they also lose important things like their documents, and that makes it extremely difficult to move on past the time that once the rain stops, they still have these issues to deal with of trying to resolve getting those documents, getting belongings back, and then ultimately even getting to work to continue with their lives. Hopefully we will be able to try and make our way to that side so that we can engage with some of those residents further.
Dessen, thank you very much for that update. We'll leave it there for now. That's our reporter Dessen Thalthia, who's out at Reservoir Hills.